I'm 123 FM in the Newberry News. Dan Hardenbrook here with the Newberry High School football coaches as we get ready for the start of the practice season ahead of the 2020 high school football season. Varsity coach Joe Austin, assistants and JV coaches Rudy Mendoza and Zach Klickner. And fellas, just start out with telling us how each of you feel about the start of a brand new season.
Oh, I'm excited. I know Coach Mendoza didn't get any sleep last night. We were like little kids, man. We love football, and it's football season, so let's go. We're ready.
Rudy?
Oh no, I'm just excited to get started, especially with everything going on now. It's been a long year, so we're just ready to get back at it.
I'm about like the kids. I need something other than work to get me out of the house. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Ready to go. It was a pretty successful summer with some of the workouts. Talk about some of the things that you guys were focused on.
We made great progress. The coaches and I just talked about it. Last year we had, Coach Dake and I basically were here all summer long by ourselves. We had 2 kids or 3 kids participating, and this summer we had 15 dates and we had approximately, I would say, an average of 15 kids. All of the coaches were there all summer long, and our kids really made some improvements. So that's where we're headed here. That's, I'm not that smart, but I know if I got a stronger, tougher kid than your kid, I'd probably win. And that's what we're working on. We're trying to develop a real tradition here where kids are very proud of putting that Newberry jersey on. That's what we're looking for.
For you guys, what are some of the things that you're looking on to the kids here over the first couple weeks leading up to games?
Well, I'm looking for my return in leadership at the JV level, to be honest. I'm hoping we got good varsity numbers so I can retain some of them at the JV level. We had a lot of underclassmen working really hard throughout the summer, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do on the field.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up what Zach said. But coaching the defense this year on the varsity level, I mean, I'm just looking for a high-flying, hard-hitting defense this year.
If they don't score, we can't lose,
Yeah,
Coach.
exactly.
One thing that I know that you've been focused on is continuity with the program. We're going to have all the kids at both levels working together.
Yep.
Coaching staff working all together as
Yeah,
one.
we've got one staff. We're looking forward to the double headers now. I always used to hate them, and now I guess I like them because if you're going to coach the team, you might as well coach them both at the same time. So I think it's going to be great for the program, the kids, and also the rule change this year. 9th graders and 10th graders, JV ball players are eligible to play 5 quarters this year, so they can actually play a full JV game in 1 quarter of a varsity game. So we can get them some more experience in that. I believe that was introduced for the 11-man teams actually, because they're really hurting for numbers, as so is the 8-man, but I think it'll work out good for us. So
Zach, you faced the numbers crunch the past couple of years. How does that kind of help you as a guy who's putting together a game plan for both Thursdays and Fridays?
Yeah, it kind of worked across the board the last couple of years, though, because it was a seesaw. Either we had numbers at JV level, varsity didn't have numbers, or vice versa. It's going to be nice to be able to utilize some of the sophomores that have been working their tails off. Maybe we play them a full game on a Thursday night and then keep them in our back pocket, for a 4th quarter or a 3rd quarter on Friday night, So it's going to help us out a whole lot more as far as depth and personnel.
The big question on everybody's mind right now, and nobody has the answer, is when and if we will play games. How do you approach that, and how do you keep the kids focused and motivated without the promise right now that they'll see a week 1 game?
Well, we felt like that all through the summer, and we've had good participation all summer. So, I mean, they got to let us play sooner or later. If we don't play this fall, we'll play this spring, or we'll play on 28 out there on the highway if we have to, because, these kids got to play. And we're just going to anticipate that it's going to go well. We're trying to follow all the protocol, and we got to be ready. We surely don't want to be on the other side of that coin and not be prepared because we don't think we're going to be able to play and then go out there and get our kids hurt. So we're going to do everything we can to protect our kids, number one, but we want to be competitive when we step on the field. We think we got an extremely competitive schedule. We got all the toughest teams in the UP on the schedule, and we're anxious to face them.
What do you guys tell your guys as they prepare without knowing what the next day is going to bring?
You just take it one day at a time. At the end of practice, you tell them what the plan is for the next day, and that's what you go with, man.
Yeah, just keep working on it. Just work hard every day and do everything as normal. That's all we can say. Just keep everything as normal as possible and go day by day right now.
The state's praised the way summer out training and workouts have gone and the way coaches have handled things. well, let's say we do play and that is the expectation and that's the plan of attack here at the start. What are the expectations for the program this season at both levels?
Well, we expect to improve every week, and we want to be competitive against anybody. We're trying to develop a championship program here, and that takes an awful lot of work. And I think we made a huge step, a huge inroad this summer by those 15, 20 ball players showing up every Tuesday and Thursday working out with us. But we expect to win all of our games. I mean, we want to go out there and, we got spanked by some very good teams last year. Crystal Falls, for one, man, I'm telling you. And North Central, those are strong teams, and we got to be able to match them. So it's a heck of a challenge, but we're not backing down from anybody. Go Indians.
And that all starts at a ninth grade level. I mean, that's something that you have to instill in them when they start as a freshman. So when they get to that senior level, you got your whole high school playing with that caliber of players. North Central, Crystal Falls, Pickford. That didn't just happen. That's not just something that happens overnight.
Correct.
That's
Good point, Coach.
that's over years. That's the end result of them building a program, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, and I think what Coach Austin's brought the last couple of years, I mean, you see the team last year, we won 5 games, just missing the playoffs, by a few points. But I like what Coach Austin has brought here, and especially to the 8-man game, which is new, obviously, for Coach Klickner and I. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited this year, especially for, I think, the level of talent that we have on this football team.
What's the message that each of you want to give your players
Well,
here today to set the tone?
It's exciting to have these two guys working with me now, and I have enough confidence in them. I'm turning the offense and the defense over to these two guys.
What are you going to do?
I'm just going to walk around and look like I know what the heck I'm doing, and we've already proved that may be a false negative or whatever. But we want to make the kids proud of being in this program. We want to set the tone for the high school. We want to be good kids. We want to be good students. We want to walk around and be proud to have that Newberry on our jersey. We don't want to be the guys that are acting up in the classroom or anything else. And if you want to do that, you can't have it both ways. You can do that, but you can't be on this team.
Exactly.
Yep.
Student athletes are students first. So eligibility, the grades got to be there to participate. And like Coach Austin said, I'm totally on board. In public, you gotta carry yourself with character. All right. I don't want you out running around town, speeding through town, partying on the weekends. That's not what we do here, and we're just not going to tolerate it.
Yeah, because when they see that, they don't see the student of it. That's a Newberry football player doing that, and that's what we don't want. So.
We're excited to have some competition too. We got some kids competing for positions, which is going to be a huge advantage to the program, because when the kids know that, hey, there's nobody else, I'm going to start, they get real lazy and they're not very good. And we're not putting up with that anymore.
It's always a fun time of year here in the fall, and talking with the kids, they seem excited to be back too.
Yeah, they should be. They want to play, football, everything you need to know in life, you can learn in football. You're going to get knocked down, and you're going to have to decide whether you want to get back up and try again, or you want to go home and complain about the coach or the ref or whoever. There's no complaining in football. Get out there and play tough. Step up.
All right, with the Newberry High School football coaches for M123 FM and the Newberry News, I'm Dan Hardenbrook, and we'll be following the Indians all season long.
Go
Go
Indians.
Indians!